good, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Fantastic Hip Hop, how Kendrick Lamar just solidified the end of Drake's career. Alright, so I have flowers in my hair. I just took pictures, and I just don't feel like taking them out. Pictures will be on Instagram if you're interested in seeing them. Anyways, but one fell out. So once I'm done with videos, if they all fall out by that time, great. If not, I'll take them out then. Bear with me. Yeah, I've reacted to a couple videos regarding this whole lawsuit thing and how I feel like it is so freaking lame. Both lawsuits, if we're being completely honest, are ridiculous. The first one, that and people are stupid enough to be like, oh, he's trying to expose the industry. Bro, he was benefiting off the same, what he's trying to expose. He was benefiting off of it, and was fine with it when he was benefiting from it. But because somebody else's song went, you feel me? And he just can't fathom that is real or not. I don't know if there's bots used. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like everybody in the industry uses them, to be honest. And even if the artist isn't aware, I feel like the record labels do. I explained this in a different video about people wanting to, like, their product to look like it's in high demand. When you feel like something's in high demand, you want it. Psychologically, it does something, you want it more. Like when you go, like let's say you go on Fashion Nova or something, you ordering clothes, and they're like only 2 left. Bitch, there is not 2 left, okay? They are trying to trick you, so you go ahead and order it. So you're scared, you're feared, like, oh, that's really popular, I gotta get it, or else it's gonna be gone. They do that shit all the time with hotels, everything. Like that's just what like companies do. It's like a marketing tactic. But yeah, that one is ridiculous just because of how he has operated and benefited off of that same system for the longest. He did not care. He just cared because Kendrick was benefiting. The second one about defamation, bro, all the stuff that he said, has said about him, has said about everybody else in the freaking world, has said about people that weren't even rappers. Just people that he didn't even know. Serena Williams' husband, what does he have to do with anything? Said stuff about Rihanna, said stuff about A$AP Rocky, just diss whenever he felt like it. Now he's suing for that's that. Listen, wild. Anyways, I don't know if something new happened. I'm trying to keep up. You know, it was Thanksgiving though, so it's like disconnect and just, you know, be present. But here we are. It's Black Friday today, and the stores are crazy. Like, we're gonna see what's going on.
Remembered down the road as one of the most important times in all of recent hip-hop history, because with everything that went down, from the release of Kendrick Lamar's new album GNX to the crash out from Drake, which resulted in multiple lawsuits aimed at Kendrick's track Not Like Us.
That's crazy,
what we really
bro.
just saw in this time was,
and my thing is, alright, why is he not suing for any of the other diss tracks? Is it because they're not like big?
From the beef and pushing the needle of his musical journey on. And Drake trying to revise the history of what went down this summer between him and Kendrick by trying to tear down the success of arguably the greatest diss track ever released in the history of hip-hop already in Not Like Us, in the most pathetic and really anti-hip-hop way possible by filing multiple lawsuits. No matter the completely different actions these two were dominating headlines.
Cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come out of your mouth. I'm pretty sure now he sent that cease and desist for like that. I'm pretty sure. Mob ties, like what I don't want to talk about it. Never mind.
This week, on both sides, what Kendrick and Drake did just stood on the exact same morals and ideas that define their stances and motives that they had when they were actually dropping diss tracks aimed at one another. And now, as Kendrick released an album that, despite being marginally shorter in terms of its track list than all of the most other streamed rap albums in their first week previously, it put up insane numbers despite not relying on the tricks that others like.
The glasses aren't, they might be up there.
After year, and now as GNX is an album that people are just listening to organically, and because of this, it is making a genuine and real impact with actual people and not machines and algorithms. It is now about to have the biggest sales debut of a rap album in 2024 with
Yes.
over 300,000 copies sold in its first week. And just really proving how this album is dominating the entire music world without any gimmicks, the record is about to have 8 of its 12 songs debut within the top 10 of the
Come
Billboard Hot
on.
100, which if we want to talk about records, this may be even more impressive than its first week sales because it is showing just how much dominance Kendrick Lamar is commanding, not over just rap, but the entire music industry. And so with all of the success that GNX has already seen, what's been made clear is that the people have chosen Kendrick Lamar as the undisputed and unquestioned leader of hip hop going forward from this moment on. And as we know, Kendrick Lamar still has another and seemingly way more ambitious album on the way. And also knowing that other people who are around him and his camp have seemingly alluded to the fact that Kendrick Lamar has the next 4 years of his career planned out with new music releases and moments that are going to shift the very fabric and DNA of
Four
hip hop
years.
culture forward and the perception of the genre as we know it.
4 years. Presidential term.
Now is that as Kendrick Lamar has become arguably one of the biggest superstars not just in rap but all of music and entertainment right now. And at the same time, as Drake is now suing the label that they are both signed to, it is really humiliating his own name by trying to revise what happened in their beef. And in the grand picture, just because of how pathetic filing litigation over rap beef is. Drake's image has just been taken down, even for his standards in this era where he is already at rock bottom, to an even further all-time low, as he has shown that he is not just more delusional and bitter than ever, but that he does not respect the very fundamental nature of rap beef and competition, which as an extension shows his lack of care for hip-hop as a whole. And now with all of this, what's more clear than ever is that the shift in hip-hop is complete. And everything Kendrick Lamar set out to achieve when he came at Drake on Like That, he has done. And now before we go any further, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, it helps me out a ton. And so now what Kendrick Lamar has done is he is now seeing all-time high levels of success.
Yeah, if y'all want to like and subscribe, I welcome it.
Mission ever, because in the matter of less than a year, Kendrick Lamar flipped the current state of rap on its head by not just beating Drake in their beef, and then showing to everyone that Drake is a liability to hip-hop in terms of as an art form and a culture, but also, and most importantly, when it comes to flipping the industry on his head like he has rapped about multiple times. In terms of how rap as a business can be used for labels, and so with where we are at now, with the release of GNX and the dominance of Kendrick Lamar alongside the spiral from Drake, what we can start to see is that with this beef and with the career-altering way Drake has now tried to change the outcome of what went down by coming at their label and Kendrick Lamar's diss track, is that while Drake and Kendrick Lamar were going back and forth for all of us to watch, one of the stakes of this battle that we never even realized was happening right before our own eyes was a battle within the music industry on how the hip-hop market will move forward from this moment on. And I want to be clear before I go any further into this. While there is this narrative that Drake stans are trying to push that Kendrick Lamar is the real puppet of the industry and that Drake is the victim, this is...
Oh my God. Anyone who's saying that is actually a fucking idiot, and I don't feel bad about saying that. You feel me? You know, some people just can't be helped. You feel me? They just can't be. During the beef, they wanted to say it was all about numbers. Like, oh, well, Drake's outselling this and this, and he's got more number ones and this and whatever. And then as soon as the shit shifts a little bit, now it's he's actually the victim, and he's gonna expose the industry because this. They have to be like losers. I'm so sorry. Like mofos that think this way, like that are easily manipulated. Are y'all stupid? Y'all corny. It's okay.
This is not the case at all, because just like every other artist, to be a superstar, you have to play the game.
And don't get in these comments all mad because I called you corny. Or do what you want. I don't care, actually. Be comment.
The industry is
I don't care.
And in order to actually make real change, instead of running away from something, you have to get inside the machine to rewire it. And with Kendrick Lamar right now, this is exactly what he is doing. As after defeating Drake and showing how after an era of declining numbers in sales, because nothing had any staying power due to the nature of the culture in the hip-hop side of the industry that Drake created and used to gain the status he once held. Kendrick proved that rap wasn't the problem, but it was the artist controlling the genre who was causing it to decline, because when it comes to the actual business of rap music, going wider than the scope of the quality of the art, Kendrick Lamar has now shown executives just how lucrative making genuinely thoughtful and well-crafted rap music can be, because from Not Like Us, which has been arguably the biggest song the entire industry has seen all year, to now this GNX album, which even after a week of being released, is clocking in more daily streams than almost any other rap album has in years. Because the record is actually giving people reasons to come back to it and re-listen, as opposed to the...
When I say I've been replaying, I mean I'll drive somewhere, replay the songs that I already re-listened to. Y'all understand me? Hey now, say now, I'm all about my end. Big face, Buddha, good peace from within. TV off, turn this TV off. Y'all don't understand. Oh, yeah. Pickable.
Consumption culture that dominated the Drake era, which made people listen to an album once, re-listen to 2 songs that blew up on social media, and then forget about the rest of the whole project, which was just so disposable. Between this shift that we are seeing Kendrick Lamar pull off right before us, and then also with him taking hip-hop to new heights with such things as the Super Bowl halftime show, which of course for an artist is really the pinnacle of where your stardom can take you. All of a sudden, what's becoming clear is that amidst all the chaos and drama that is unfolding in this moment in time, that most importantly to the future of how we consume rap music, what has happened in this entire year is that the industry let Kendrick and Drake, who they both have financial interest in, go at it. And despite how much money they have sunk into Drake over the years and how much he and his label have corrupted and diluted the industry in the past, Kendrick Lamar both outperforming him in terms of public perception, but for them in terms of sales and chart success. He really now has pulled off the ultimate chess move on Drake by now taking control of the last thing that could have saved his whole career, because while Kendrick had the will of the people behind him this whole time, now he has gotten even stronger, as he also has the executives and companies seemingly let him control the tempo of the hip-hop market in whichever way he desires. And being able to do this with the integrity Kendrick has is just absolutely unprecedented and insane. And really, seemingly no matter how much Kendrick Lamar clearly doesn't like the people he has to do business with, which again he has been very adamant about in his songs, in order to save the hip-hop market from the place it was heading with albums like For All the Dogs as the biggest thing coming out of it. They are now letting Kendrick Lamar just go wild and create the thing.
Like, I'm not even trying to, like hate, because I'm not trying to hate for real, but I'm just being honest. Like, when I think of For All the Dogs, is it 8 a.m. in Charlotte? I don't remember this. I feel like he got so saturated, like he produced so much music that started like running together. Like, I don't. It's 8 a.m. in Charlotte on Friday. Was there another album? Scary Tapes, Dark Scary Tapes, Pickable. I don't know. Like, I really don't. Certified Lover Boy. I know some of the songs on that. I actually kind of. You feel me? There's like standouts on that album. But the ones following, honestly, never mind. I couldn't name a song. And it was just For All the Dogs, I think, after that. First Person Shooter was on there. Some Evil Hours. I don't know.
Things he wants to. And the fact that Kendrick Lamar has now been able to break down this barrier, which is really historic, not just for rap, but really all of music and entertainment, because
a ye nigga couldn't try me in a try.
And entities keep seeming to side with and promote people like Drake, who do the least creatively and just try to exploit the most out of the market. This success that he has in this role can end up changing the entire entertainment industry for the better, because this could mark the end, or at least some sort of a turning point in this chapter where creative mediums are ran by people who prioritize the business over the art of it. And with what Kendrick has the power to do and already is exceeding it, I mean, these are really the types of things that are able to start renaissances within art forms, because if labels just trust music that they don't understand but people resonate with, and just let creatives be creatives in terms of making the music that they want, and just push the genre forward on their own terms, well then we really may start to see hip-hop shift into a place where we see the best years we have in decades. And now with Kendrick Lamar seemingly having these next 4 years of his career already planned out, as from his next and more ambitious album, his Super Bowl halftime performance, to his movie with the South Park creator, to so much more which people have hinted he has in the works, overall we really have the chance to see something so great go down. And now at this point, as Kendrick Lamar has turned the very machine that made Drake against him, which seriously, the more we find out about this situation and how this all happened, I'm really sure this is going to blow people's minds, because it is absolutely surreal. It's clear that Drake's career is really over, and there is nothing he can do to get anywhere near back to the place he was, because really with all of Kendrick's genius moves, he has pushed Drake out of the room he was once at the center at, which is now allowing him to save the creative direction of rap music from a higher up standpoint. And in the process, he has removed the guy who was just doing anything with these labels to exploit listeners instead of actually providing them with valuable and powerful music. So overall, as we continue to see how Kendrick Lamar continues to gain more and more control of the music industry while also seeing Drake just spiral out further and further, it's clear that we are really seeing the shift Kendrick Lamar promised would go down right in real time. And at the rate we are at, and with how ambitious everything Kendrick is already doing is, who knows just how far he's going to go with all of this, and how different rap and the music industry can look just a few months from now. And so now with all this said, let me know.
My thing is, I'm trying to figure out if Drake like was like what was his goal? Like I don't understand like the motivation behind this. I don't did he genuinely think like he could sue UMG and like win or something, or was it to overshadow Kendrick's album, or was it like is he that delusional that he really cannot under or fathom that there's something else popular other than him? And like I don't get what the motivation for this shit is, to be honest. Don't get it. So like before when people were like his career is over, his career is over, I would have like be like, nah. Like I think it's just like slow for right now, you know, he just not the big dog at the moment. Um and maybe he just would get like less attention as the year progressed or whatever. Um but I think this shit's over. After you sue the music company you're working for, basically. It's like me suing my boss and thinking I'm still gonna have a job. What? Or thinking they're gonna be like they're gonna like me anymore. And I don't know if this was a lie, but I saw a number like what he was suing them for. And it was $2 billion. Again, I'm not sure if that's true. I saw like 2 videos with it on it. They were kind of smaller videos, so you know sometimes people just put stuff in um, thumbnails to get like attention and like engagement. But I I lost as to what the freaking point of this shit was. But anyways, sorry y'all had to look at me with flowers in my hair, but like it's kind of pretty. I think it's kind of cool. Anyways, y'all like, come subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Tell me what you think. And I'll see y'all in the next one.